Hello, hello, hello. I hope all of y'all have a wonderful day. And oh my Lord, today's been a long day. We're going to get into some things that I want to show you. So, as the recording of this video, there were 3 mass situations over the last week. So, with that being said, let me show you all of these. So, you had one on the. This is from the 13th until the 19th. You didn't have any on the 13th, one on the 14th, none on the 15th, 16th, 17th, one on the 18th, and one on the 19th. As the recording of this video, which is at 2:30 Eastern. Today's a little later because I didn't get up in time, but we'll get into all of these. So here we go. Narcotics and cash found at situation scene after 2 men unalived and 2 others hurt, HPB. And this is in Houston. So here we go, people. Let's find out about this one. This should be an interesting one.
Well, breaking overnight, a shooting right in the middle of an East Side neighborhood left 2 men dead and 2 others hurt.
Neighbors reported hearing multiple gunshots off of Greens Bayou Street about 10 p.m. Charlie Edsity live for us from the scene with the very latest, including how investigators say narcotics were found. Charlie.
Good morning, Rita. Yeah, that's exactly right. Investigators tell us that drugs and money were found out here at the scene of this shooting. So let me step out of the way here so you can see what it looks like right now. So it was just a short time ago that the crime scene tape was taken down at this property where the incident occurred. But you can see that there's still 2 HPD police vehicles parked out here. So we're not entirely sure what this means, but of course we're going to continue to ask some questions out here. But what we do know is that police officers did arrive out here at this property around 10 o'clock overnight, and a shooting call came into 911, and that of course is why officers responded out here. And so they actually found one man in his mid-20s dead at the back of this property, which investigators describe as some sort of a trucking yard. And so a second man was also found here with gunshot wounds and then was rushed to the hospital. That person did not survive the injuries. And 2 other men were also injured, we've learned, and taken to the hospital. Neighbors told investigators that they heard some arguing, followed by about 7 gunshots and then a pause, and then 7 more gunshots. And so take a listen here to what was found at the scene.
There are narcotics out here and on the scene, as well as some money floating around. So again, that's what we got.
And so right now, investigators say that the 2 men who were injured in this shooting, they are expected to survive. And one other thing to note out here, we actually just watched a tow truck take away a white vehicle that had a gunshot wound in their, a gunshot rather in the passenger side window. And so of course that now is considered to be evidence in this investigation. So we're going to continue to check in with HPD for updates. Charlie Edsity, ABC 13 Eyewitness News.
Okay, we'll wait for more word, Charlie. Thank you.
All right, there's number 1. Number 2, and the video is provided in the description. Man unalives wife, 2-year-old before Jefferson Parish deputies unalive him. 2 more kids hospitalized. And I do have that video because of the way I had to do it because of all the stuff. But here you go. Let's find out about the New Orleans.
All right, y'all. Thank y'all for coming this morning. Earlier today, about 4 o'clock, our deputies were dispatched to an active shooter here at the location. We had received a phone call from a child inside the residence here in the 10,000 block of Stephen that reporting that her father had shot her mother and also the siblings inside the residence. Our deputies arrived here pretty quickly inside. I got to tell you, I just listened to the 911 tape, and hearing the child make that 911 call is pretty devastating right now, to be honest with you. Our deputies arrived on scene and found a 40-year-old female along with a 2-year-old child deceased in the hallway. Also encountered 2 other children, both shot and wounded, one in critical condition, and one with an ankle gunshot wound. And they've both been transported to Children's Hospital. The middle child is 9 years old in critical condition after undergoing at least one surgery at Children's Hospital. The 13-year-old is stable with that ankle gunshot wound. Our policeman continued into the house itself and encountered the father in a back bedroom. He ended up producing a firearm at that time, and our deputies fired upon him, striking and killing him inside the residence itself. So right now I've got the mother and one deceased child inside, along with the suspect inside this residence, and two transported to Children's Hospital. We're obviously investigating the scene, not looking for anybody else, but I don't have the answers that you're looking for because I can't imagine any answers to get us to this point. But we're certainly investigating it.
How old was the child that is dead?
You've got a 2-year-old child that's.
Wonder what set him off. Wonder what it was that set him off. Sounds like a man that.
Dead inside the house, Michelle, and you have a 13 and a 9-year-old that have been transported to the hospital. The 13-year-old is stable, expected to recover. The 9-year-old is still critical.
The victims, the wife, the victims are his biological children?
Yes, they're his biological children. It's a 46-year-old male that's a suspect that's deceased, and a 40-year-old female wife that's also deceased inside.
Were there any allegations of previous violence?
I don't have any of that right now. I mean, nothing to this point, I can promise you. We've been making phone calls, and it's it's certainly a tragic situation. We're looking into what could have brought it to this point, but we'll certainly have those answers in the next coming hours and next coming days. But right now, I don't have any answers that could ever get you to this point.
It's mind-boggling. It really is. It is really mind-boggling for all this to be happening. All right. Let's do the last one. 1 unalive, 5 injured in Bolton Beach situation. Incident occurred just after 1:40 a.m. Sunday near the 500 block of Northeast 2nd Street. Let's find out about this one.
The Boynton Beach Police Department investigating this Sunday after 6 people were shot in a neighborhood on Northeast 2nd Street that's just off of East Boynton Beach Boulevard. We know right now 1 person is dead. 5 people are right now hurt at a hospital. When we arrived there at around 7 this morning, there was still crime scene investigators and detectives on scene, gathering information from neighbors and taking photos of nearby cars. If you know of any information, you're encouraged to contact the Boynton Beach Police Department. Right now, there's no threat to the community. Please say that this was an isolated incident. Once we learn more information, we'll be sure to update you on air and online. Reporting in Boynton Beach, I'm Brooke Chow. Back to you.
That's interesting. That is very, very interesting. But what do you expect? What do you expect? This is why I'm continuously going to do these. There's a reason behind this. I just don't understand. I really don't. I really don't understand why these things happen. But we'll continue. Hope all of you have a wonderful day. And please remember to be good to one another, because we are in this together, no matter if you're left, right, or center. I will see you guys on the next one. Bye.